International President of the Association of Flight Attendants, Sara Nelson. Sara, welcome back. And first off, I'm so sorry for, what you and your colleagues have had to endure the last couple of years. First off, let me get your reaction, to the Delta CEO pushing for these unruly passengers to be placed on the no-fly list. What do you think?
Well, look, I'm really happy that the Delta CEO, Ed Bastian, used his position to ask the government to do something to make our workplace safer, as opposed to his advocacy over the holidays with the CDC to make our workplace less safe. But in this case, he is representing where the industry has been, and we have to do more. We have to redouble efforts right now. Everyone is unified around the idea that there has to be severe consequences for these people who are acting out. They're a relatively small group of people who are ruining travel for everyone else, and they're making this a situation where flight attendants every single day when they're putting on their uniforms, they're not sure if that's going to be a sign of authority and leadership in the cabin or a target for a violent attack. And so that is a terrible place for people to be when they are coming to work, and we need to do everything we can to stop that. A no-fly list across the board where you can face either fines, jail time, or never being able to fly again is a good way to go. And we all applaud that. We're all behind it, and we encourage the government to get busy and get that done.
Yeah, but you're right when you say it's a select few, but they really ruined the entire travel experience. I mean, planes have had to turn around because of unruly behavior. I mean, how awful is that? What do you think about bringing alcohol back? It looks like American Airlines is the only airline that hasn't brought alcohol back yet. Good or bad idea?
Well, I want to applaud American Airlines for working closely with the unions and for not having alcohol sales. And they have done a great job throughout this pandemic of making sure that they're working with us and supporting the people on the front lines. I think I absolutely agree with my good friend Lynn Montgomery, who represents the flight attendants at Southwest, that this is the wrong move. Southwest stopped selling alcohol just a week after the flight attendant who got her 2 front teeth knocked out in an incident on board. And alcohol is a major contributor to these events. So as long as we are enforcing the mask compliance, people have a harder time, even if they're not acting out, they have a harder time complying when they're drinking that alcohol. We have more touch points in the middle of a pandemic going on here, and people are more aggressive when they get alcohol in their system. And this is the wrong move. I really condemn Southwest for doing that, and I really stand with the flight attendants there who are saying this is the wrong way to go.
Listen, I like to have my alcohol on flights, but honestly, if it's going to protect the flight attendants, I'm all for it, because again, I'd rather have no alcohol than have an incident on a flight that may be unsafe or requires our flight to be turned around. But I mean, at the end of the day, do you think this is about the bottom line, the money?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about the bottom line. And that's where we're getting back to. We're getting back to choosing the economy over people's safety, over public health. And we have to remember that this pandemic is still going on. It would be really great if we could all get on the same page, have the same communications, not a patchwork of policies everywhere, so that everyone knows what the rules are, why they're in place, and what the consequences are if you fail to meet them. And to your point, actually, alcohol is a really good opportunity for there to be some peer pressure to say, come on, guys, let's all just follow the rules for a little while, because we'd all like to have a drink on the plane, wouldn't we? But if it's going to contribute to not only the risk of serious safety and health concerns, but also to disrupting our travel plans, then, maybe we don't need to have that there, because it's not a great help.
Yeah, I tell my 3-year-old, just follow the rules, and if you don't, there are consequences. If the rules say, well, you got to wear a mask, wear your mask. End of story.
The kids do a great job.
They
Thanks,
do.
Emma.
Sara Nelson, thank you so much.